What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We got another free pick for you today. This one is in the MLB. The one yesterday was actually a 2-unit play in premium, but we sent it out as the free pick because we were feeling pretty generous. And it was Game 7 to go under the total of 5.5 in the Oilers and Panthers. It was a no-sweat winner, and that caps off a 10-0 2-unit run in NHL to complete the season. It was a really good feeling. I'm on a little personal heater here. 17-unit day, a 27-unit day, and a 12-unit day, all in the span of a week. It's probably the hottest I've ever been in my entire life in a short time frame. Chalkboards had a lot to do with that. Futures have had a lot to do with that. We got Tennessee at plus 1,600. They get it done for us yesterday. But overall, it's just clicking right now. The entire group, all 5 of us had a winning day yesterday for 25 units in one day. We're on a roll. It's a good time to get in. A lot of these other channels aren't capping sports such as WNBA, CFL, UFC, PGA, MLB, but we got all that stuff for you guys, and we're going to be rolling through the summer and building those bankrolls for the fall when football is back, college football, and the NFL, which are our two of our most profitable sports. So look to build your bankrolls. Hop on in, guys, while we're hot. We have a discount code that's running right now, 33% off with the code HEAT. That's HEAT. Gets you 33% off any package you want. It's only available for the next 10 people. Really, really good time to get in if you're looking to bet in the dog days of summer. When there's not a lot of money being wagered, we like to take advantage. So we're running that discount code for you guys. But your free pick today, we've won the past 2 in the channel, and we obviously hit the 2-unit one yesterday. We hit Yankees money line, and we hit Mets first 5 plus a half. Those were 2 days ago. We got another first 5 line for you, and it's in a gross one. It's this Athletics and this Angels matchup. We're taking the Athletics plus a half for the first 5. This, you can shop around on this one. It's juiced all the way to minus 140 in some spots, but shop around to get the best line as always. Do yourself a favor. Go to Odds Trader, go to Action Network, shop around, find the best line. We also have a best line shopper in the premium as well, where you literally type in the game, type in the play you want to take, and it shows you the best sportsbook that is available depending on where you're located. So take advantage of that as well. And one last thing before we dissect this free play is if you haven't signed up for Chalkboard yet and you're in a legal state that allows you to, the code is CLV, 100% deposit match. We've made 31 units on Chalkboard in the past 14 days. It's been an absolute printing press for us. And you might think, oh, they're wagering 5 units of play. Our unit size is 0.5 to 2 units every single play. Always preaching that bankroll management. All right, enough with that. This is a free play. Athletics plus a half in the first 5. I really like this pitching matchup. Mitch Spence has been very underrated this season. Tyler Anderson's been fine, but this is going to be a gross game. I expect to go under the total of 7.5 as well. That is my lean. We're seeing some decently bad weather here at this ballpark. But as you can see, just with the model predictions, this is Ballpark Pal, one of the models that we use to find our true north and our implied win percentages. They regress back to the mean, meaning whatever number that their model spits out, they regress 8% back to the market. This is because the market is always going to be more accurate than one model ever could be. So this line is actually closer to minus 130 that they have on the model. This is what they think the line should be. Best line right here, plus 108, obviously just for the money line on Bet Rivers. But the first 5, as you can see, they have it 2.38 to 2.04. Once again, regressing to the mean. So they have a good chance to win this one outright. This model uses statistics, so it's just a statistic model, which are pitching metrics, hitting metrics, bullpen metrics, based on balls percentage, strikeout percentage, chase percentage. All the metrics that are involved in MLB get pretty much dissected into this model and then spits out a number. So this is a good sign. We like to see this. Then we'll dive into the ballpark a little bit. So this is at Angel Stadium today. And we are seeing decently bad weather. We're seeing some wind blowing out, but there is a chance of rain as well. Increase of 9% in home runs, but a decrease in doubles and triples. This is because the wind is blowing directly out to center. So those balls where it goes, gets in the corner in the left field and the right field line are going to be less likely. And that is what the Angels have done really well, especially in this past series. Is they're getting and they're producing those extra base hits. So I think this weather will hinder their ability a little bit and take that away. But as you can see, the typical in terms of win category and home runs here, doubles and triples is pretty much limited all across the board. Left field is similar to what it's always been. But against the typical, once again, home runs are fine, but doubles and triples have been decreased significantly due to the weather. Now we take a look at the pitching matchup. So Tyler Anderson takes the bump today, and you can see all the athletics hitters here, with the exception of Tim Anderson, just because the last name's Anderson. But you see all the athletics hitters here, and you see the pitcher of Tim Anderson here, and you can see how these hitters will fare against Tim Anderson based on his style of pitching. So meaning, what pitches does he rely on? Where does he locate in the zone? His velocity, his extension rate, his base on balls rate, and his chase percentage. So all of that is boiled down and factored against hitters' historical performances, against guys of the same caliber, and against guys like Tyler Anderson himself, are obviously factored in. You can see here, home run percentage is significantly boosted. This is because the Athletics are an inside-out swinging team, and Tyler Anderson is an inside-out type of pitcher. He's not a vertical guy, so this is leading to this increase here. Extra base hits is about the same. You're seeing some guys with a decrease here, just because he's not the massive velocity guy, so he's not providing a lot of power. So I expected to see this, but the K percentage is Tyler Anderson does not get a lot of swing and misses. So the more guys that don't strike out, the more that drives the pitch count up, the more they have a likely chance to get a base on balls, as we see here with some boosted percentages. And we ultimately like them to steer away from that chase percentage and just get more traffic on the base is going to lead to more scoring opportunities. Let me look at the flip here. So Mitch Spence, guy that I've been high on, underperformed a bit this season, but he takes a bump for the Athletics, and these are all the Angels pitchers here, or Angels hitters here on the left. And as you can see, home runs significantly decreased. Once again, just a tough stylistic matchup for this Angels offense. Extra bases, same thing. But base on balls, Mitch Spence has been locating in the zone. It has led to his barrel percentage, or his hard hit rate being higher, but he's limiting the walks, limiting the traffic, especially against an Angels team, that's been finding the gaps recently. Having less guys on base is ultimately going to lead to less runs. Pretty simple breakdown there. So in terms of the pitching matchup, I love it. And then we'll dive in a little bit more to Mitch Spence's season statistics. So blue means poor and red means great. So obviously you can see he has been underperforming with a lot of these categories in the blue or in the lower percentile compared to all other MLB pitchers. But what I really like about this is his chase percentage and his expected ERA. So his expected ERA is 3.69, whereas his real ERA is 3.86. This is because a lot of times his hard hit rate is up. So as you can see, his average exit velo has been higher for one of the guys, or compared to all the pitchers in the MLB. But once again, with this weather and this stylistical matchup, as you can see, he's a slider guy. Angels don't hit sliders very well. I expect these numbers to be better than what we're seeing at face value. Let me dive into the bullpens. Top 5 worst bullpen ERAs right now. This is for through games of Sunday, which was 2 days ago. But the Angels, terrible bullpen. They've been dealing with some injuries. They've had some fatigue issues. But their bullpen I don't know what I'm saying. I lost my words there. But their bullpen, on average, has been one of the worst in the MLB. Now, the Athletics isn't much better, but when we go to the usage rate here, they used 2 of their, not their top guys, but they used 2 of their solid guys yesterday to beat the Athletics. The Athletics only threw Aaron Brooks, so they still have Erceg, Mason Miller, and Austin Adams, or Scott Alexander, going today, available today. Mason Miller, as we know, has been dominant. One of the top prospects in terms of a closer. So usage rate, Athletics have the better bullpen and the more well-rested bullpen if it gets there. I know this is just a first 5 matchup, but God forbid Mitch Spence gets into some trouble early. I expect these guys to come in and handle a 5th inning if we need them to. Whereas the Angels are basically the opposite. If Tyler Anderson does get in trouble with the walks or the base on balls, or the Athletics start finding some gaps, they're going to be in trouble here with their bullpen usage. So yeah, that is ultimately the play and the breakdown. Athletics first 5. Make sure to check out all our codes, and I'll post them in the bio as well. Take full advantage. That's why we're here, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.